Our grammarian today is Bob Avalone.
Yes.
And Bob told me, I really enjoyed John Adams by David McCullough. It was good to read about the life of our second president and unsung founding father.
Yes.
Thank you, Marianne, particularly for the sake of our guests, to explain the role of the grammarian. The grammarian's role is to listen to everybody speak and point out their fillers. Anything you say that does not contribute to your thought. Ums and ahs is the most common one. I'm hearing a lot starting a sentence with so, which doesn't contribute. So I'm looking for those kind of things. And I'd like to take the rest of my time to talk about the word of the day and how to pick a good word of the day. The purpose of the word of the day is to help people improve their vocabularies. It has been proven that if people have good vocabularies, they speak better. They have better thinking, actually, as well. But don't choose a word that is too obtuse, too hard to fit into a regular conversation. So, for example, aardvark, is not going to be something that you're going to be fit unless you're talking about animals or a zoo. And then on the other hand, don't pick a word that is too common, it's just too easy. Everybody knows the word smart and they use it every day. So that's why I'm picking the word gregarious. Gregarious is the word that means popular or congenial, affable, genial, warm. And it comes from the Latin meaning flocks. You could also use it with animals. Animals that gather in flocks, they're considered gregarious. I see that I'm into the green, so I will stop and turn it back to Madam Toastmaster.
Thought or joke is the next item, and Rob Kanzer.
Thank you so much. Hello again. I want to tell you a little story about a man. He wasn't a gregarious fellow. He actually really relished his privacy. So somebody very different from me. Quiet, unassuming, and yet enormously well-built, enormously educated. And this is the story of what happened to him when he was traversing Europe as a backpacker. It was late at night. He got up onto the platform and made his way just in time as the train was pulling out of the station. And on his back, he had this enormous weight of about 80 to 100 pounds. All of his worldly possessions were with him. He had been traveling by foot for weeks, and this train ride was a special treat for him. He got into the sleeping car, the old-fashioned kind that have the blankets hanging down from the old black and white movies. He parts and he thinks to himself, there's nobody here. He gets into the little sleep compartment. He starts to put his head down, and he's so grateful. Just about to fall asleep, and above him, he hears a woman's voice. I am so thirsty. He thinks to himself, this can't be happening. Maybe I'm dreaming. He starts to lie down again. But again, from above, I'm so thirsty. And he's just now starting to get a little bit distraught. Tries to lie down one more time, shift his position. Again, from above, I'm so thirsty. And then his eyes wake up. He's like, okay, I don't know what this lady's problem is. He gets into his backpack. And with all he can muster up his charm, he says, darling, here is my canteen. I'm going to go back to sleep. You can return it to me in the morning. There's plenty of water. Just a little hand. Takes the thing. And she smiles as if he saved her life. He goes, goes back down, and now he's thinking. Finally, he gets asleep. He lies down. Just before he falls asleep, he hears, "Boy, was I thirsty!" Now he doesn't expect
He just like to hear himself talk.